Welcome to the NBA Coast to Coast podcast brought to you by lineups.com. Nate and Josh back here with you guys on a Wednesday with 10 games on the NBA slate. We are going to be looking at player prop specific bets here in this episode. We have another one with best bets. Got a parlay in there for you. Got some totals and sides as well that we're looking at for you. So make sure you do check that out and continue to follow along all season by subscribing to that channel. We're bringing you both videos each and every weekday this season. Nate, let's go ahead, jump right into your first look here. We have not talked much about the Mavs, and we certainly haven't talked much about AD yet, but you're talking about his points in this one.
Yeah, I think AD might be on a mission this year, and in some regard, at least to dispel like the durability issues. So we get a little bit of value here because he played both nights of a back-to-back before this. Only 23% usage though in those matchups, which were, by the way, OKC and Toronto, some pretty tough long teams to score on. So yeah, I mean, he's still averaging 25 and a half, exactly this number on the season. His opener was against Wemby, which is just like deflating. And he gave the Wizards work. Now he faces a Pacers team with a really, really tough rotation to look at center, right? They started both Jackson and Huff in the last game, yanked both those guys. Tony Bradley off the bench. We saw some James Wiseman, if that's the way they want to go. Like they're just going to be so vulnerable down low, and Siakam's carrying such a huge load on offense that I don't know how much help he's going to be on defense at all. So they give up 14 and 18 to Gobert and a double-double to Naz Reid last game. Those guys, I mean, both Naz been struggling, Gobert basically not much for offense at this point. AD's looked pretty spry, man. He's looked tough, like stronger. He's got the mid-range game. He's shooting 74% on his paint touches, and he can get in the paint against the Pacers, who are giving up 55 paint points in the last two. Also, perhaps most key, allowing the most free throw attempts in the league this year, 40 a game. So he could live at the line there. Also, equally important, no Derek Lively or Gafford tonight, right? So we know who the bigs are going to be for Dallas.
Yeah, that's definitely my angle on a bet that I'm bringing too. As far as AD goes and just the matchup in general with the Pacers, like everybody's out for the Pacers too. It's kind of one of those situations where it's like, I don't think the Mavs are going to be that good this season. And I think that's been pretty clear. I don't think I'm saying anything crazy, like a 500 slightly better maybe team. Like if they go above 500 in the West, I think they're good with that without Kyrie and everyone this year. But that said, like you're in a sort of neutral game script we're still in the NFL season, so I still got these NFL terms, but how often is Dallas going to be in a neutral game script where it's like, all right, leave them out there. Like, let's see if AD and guys like PJ Washington and even Max Christie can pull us through things. Cooper Flag is going to get better, and that should help their ability to move the ball more than anything, because they're just like, here, kid, go play point guard in the NBA at like 6'9" in your first year, whatever. He was slow at Duke to come into his own, and I think he's going to pick it up here, but it's going to take a bit, and it's going to impact guys like Anthony Davis and company. And in a game here where you're like, we got this, we can hang and probably beat this undermanned Pacers team, then yeah, you like AD to take on the Jay Huffs and Isaiah Jacksons of the world, right? But similar look here for PJ. I like his PR, and for both these guys, like the reason I have no qualms bringing both of them to you guys back to back like this after Nate talked about AD is minutes. Like 38 minutes last game for PJ. It's just going to keep being this way with Lively and Gafford out and no other real bigs besides AD and PJ. I didn't even look at the very end of their bench to see who's going to kind of come in for them, but they're going to be digging and scraping at the end of the bench there. So PJ, when he's in these situations, when we saw him last year without Luka, for example, go up to 38 minutes and still be a guy that we were like, oh no, is PJ Washington's value going to be gone because Luka's not there to set him up for open shots? Not really. If PJ Washington is making his open threes, he's going to hit 20 points and like 7 boards, right? If he's not, hopefully he gets to about 15 and 7 boards. But I think the boards are a key part of this, which is that like he is able to continue to get boards at a nice rate when he plays in the high 30s. So I think the points and rebounds are a nice play together. I'm not scared of anybody on the other team stopping him right now. I never thought I would say this, but Pacers could really use like Miles Turner in the middle or somebody like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, and PJ is probably going to be getting the minutes. He's going to be tasked with trying to slow down Siakam, right? The Pacers' only real weapon at the moment, which leaves AD to just kind of roam, right, against like a non-shooter, maybe like a corner three guy and just defend the rim. So, I mean, talking into the Mavs more as a money line piece here, fine parlaying them with either of the best bets we mentioned as far as money line. Because the Pacers, they're just a skeleton crew right now. Can't really see them pulling this one.
Obi's out too. No Obi Toppin, by the way.
Yes, yeah. Also important. No Benny Matz. We expect the Hawks, I guess, to win. I mean, the Hawks have done nothing
They
but
should.
underperform this year, but
Yeah.
this man has done some work in the offseason. He
Boy.
hits threes now.
Yeah.
He is a spry rebounder who we've dumped on him before for not rebounding. So Okongwu to get an 8 rebound prop here is basically just like disrespect for a guy who comes off the bench, but he plays more minutes than Zinger in a competitive game last game, right? I mean, Zinger out there shooting, he had what, like 2 or 3 rebounds in
Yeah.
his 27 minutes, 26 points. How much work is Zinger even going to do against the Brooklyn Nets? Yeah, he still has this mysterious illness. And Okongwu comes with a double-double in 29 minutes off the bench, 6 contested rebounds, grabbed 10 of his 14 chances. So for him to get 8 is a good lock here. I think you can ladder it up and or just take the double-double at plus 300, which is what you can manually get at some books. Make it plus 350. You take the Hawks win too against maybe the worst team in the league.
Yeah, I love Onyeka this season for sure. I think the pressure has been taken off of him in a lot of ways, which is really nice. I think he's a good player when you put him in the right situation. I think he can excel and be a really good player when you put him in the really, really good situation. And this feels like a really good one, especially when he's on floor with KP for a few minutes here and there at times too. And then he's sort of a power forward alongside a guy who does the exact opposite things of what he does, even though to the point you made, he does shoot threes now. More importantly, the boards for him this season look a lot better in the situations that he's in, including Jalen Johnson being back for him. But this man doesn't really need anybody. You could just put him on the court. He's going to start hooping. Like, drop him anywhere in the universe with a basketball court, 9 other guys. I'll take Jrue Holiday on my team for sure every time. 19.5 PRA, minus 112 here. And that is still a steal to me. Like, I still think he should be up at about 24.5, 25.5 PRA. I think that's where he's going to be for most of this season, including the rebounds and the assists that he's adding. Really, it's actually the points that he's adding because he's coming from Boston where he really wasn't expected to do anything except for pull those threes, get some offensive boards, definitely board on D, and dime up and keep the ball moving. And he's doing that in addition to being the point guard, leading the team in touches by a good amount, and still doing everything that guys like Denny Avdia aren't doing, Tumani Kamara, and also Shaden Sharp, right? He's just doing everything else that needs to be done within that, including being the point guard for this team, which, like, we'll see what happens when Scoot comes back. Scoot is a very capable NBA player. I don't know what he is yet as an NBA player. I don't know how he fits into an offense necessarily. I don't particularly want him running my starting offense. I'd be fine with my backup offense, but like, is Scoot better than that? I don't know. We'll see what happens when Scoot comes back, but until he's there, there's just no question whose team this is in terms of the ball handling and the playmaking. And then everything else just comes with the fact that he's playing 34, 35 minutes a night at this point. I'm not even calling it a resurgence. I don't think he ever left. So don't call it a comeback because I don't think he was ever gone. I just think he's doing what he needs to do on this team now.
Yeah, everywhere Jrue Holiday goes, teams win, man. Just like, yeah, and this is exactly your point. Like, this is what a young team needs from him, is to take on much bigger role than with the Celtics. And that's lead to him piling up the stats. I thought it was going to be like 22, 23 PRA when I was putting this graphic in for you. And I'm like, oh, damn, only 20. Yeah, I might have to bet this as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I could not believe this. I think he got bet down a little bit. Maybe there was some news I missed or something. But yeah, I love Jrue Holiday to maintain his torrid pace this season. And that is all the time we have for you in this one. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've also got the Best Bets episode up in another episode talking about some sides. Got a parlay in there for you guys as well. So until we see you next, happy betting.